By Odin's beard, it's here! We just got some huge news from Mount & Blade Bannerlord, the first major DLC that they're adding to the game. Now, would I consider Mount & Blade Bannerlord to be a complete game and we should be adding DLC? No! But, we're getting DLC, and just from the sneak peek that I just looked at, I dabbed my fingers into, it looks great. But, let's do a full review together. This just got posted on their Twitter like 20 minutes ago. It comes with a nice little video. We're thrilled to announce a major expansion to Mount & Blade Bannerlord 2. War Sales, arriving on PC and consoles. June 17th. Wow. Watch the announcement trailer to get a first look of intense naval warfare and epic battles that await. Oh my god, 720 is the best we got? Damn. It's Ragnar Lothbrok. Alright, from what I can already tell, new armor, new cat crown, not new armor there. Not new. Some shoulder stuff is new. That was sick. Good transition. Ooh. Damn. Damn. New fortresses. New setting. New island. Hell yeah, dude. That is Sturgia. This is Valandia, so they're like the northern, western side of... Yeah, this is Sturgia right here. Valandia. So you'll have to come up to go over here, or like take a boat, I assume. Interesting. Kuzate. The Empire. With the big fat ships, yep. Sturgia with longboats. Britannia with just run-of-the-mill trash. Valandia with big honky ships too. Nice. Nice. Blockade, okay. Damn. Sick. What are the Kuzate gonna do if they can't have their horse archers, man? That was not smart. Bro, you just know whenever you're not gonna be in charge of the battle and the AI are just gonna be like, hey, let's put our boats so it's super easy for them to hit us, please. I just know that's gonna be happening. But that was kind of sick. It looks like you can kind of get like knocked off or at least damaged from the hits. Fire arrows are actually useful. Whoa! A little grappling hook? That's sick! I wonder if that actually affects how, like, if you could throw someone into their own stuff. Bro. Nice. I kind of wish it wasn't an expansion. We'll see how much it is. But that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. Oh well. Okay. Sail the high seas, lead mighty fleets, and forge your legacy in War Sales. The epic single-player expansion for Mount & Blade Bannerlord 2 brings naval warfare to Bannerlord for the first time. War Sales let players command powerful ships, engage in thrilling sea battles, and master maritime conquests. Embark on daring naval adventures with new mechanics, territories, and challenges. Customize your fleet, conquer settlements, and carve your legend in the high seas. Meet the Nords, a new Viking-inspired faction. Ragnar Lothbrok. I've watched that TV show. Chart your course to the Northern Kingdom, home of the fearless Nords. Legendary seafarers and master of close quarters combat explore a land of jagged peaks, vast taigas, and freezing fjords, where scattered settlements rise like ships from the sea. A bold adventurer may trade their goods, recruit their warriors, join their ranks, or challenge their rule. Will you join the North or seize its riches? Master Naval Warfare. War Sales introduced a unique immersive naval warfare system that has been inspired by accounts of actual medieval sea battles featuring realistic wind and water physics. Sick. Ship-to-ship combat lets you board enemies from multiple points, ram them, or attack from afar. Interesting. Captains can seize opportunities by boarding already engaged ships, preparing them for an incoming attack by creating a floating fortress, or take a risk to tie down several enemies at once, giving their allies an edge elsewhere. They may ram an enemy ship to sink it, or at least throw them in off-board, shatter oars, and compromise buoyancy. The well-placed arrows and ballista fire can also tear through sails, further crippling mobility. I mean, it looks like we're getting a little bit of a ram like, it kind of looks like a little area of effect, does damage to people, knocks them down. It might be effective, who knows. Pause. Calderia has been reimagined with the northern region, a settled island, coastal waters, and open seas. The dynamic weather system has also refined to include storms and trade winds. Ships move faster when riding these glades, but beware, attrition can unravel the best laid plans. The naval systems of the Nordic faction integrate into Bannerlord's world, reshaping trade, warfare, and diplomacy. Ship production. Ship production and new trade goods add a regional variety. Coastal towns may grow rich from this if they cannot fend off pirates and naval invasions. See, I feel like that's going to be a nice little play style. You could be just a pirate, like Captain Jack Sparrow. Sieges Sieges have also been adapted to naval warfare. Armies will now have to bring along a fleet to set up a blockade if they want to stop supplies and reinforcements arriving overseas. That's interesting. So any, like, coastal city will be able to just block itself. That's kind of cool. Players can choose from 18 ship types modeled after historical vessels, each with unique handling, shaped by realistic wind and wave physics. They have been customized with siege engines, cargo holds, sails, rams, and more. Shipyards build and stock vessels based on their town's culture and development. Players can also capture ships, figureheads in battle. Nice. I'm assuming the figureheads do something cool for your stuff, just like the banners do in infantry. The character system is centered with Nordic hairstyles, beards, and tattoos. 3 nautical skills have been added to enhance navigation, tactics, and stewardship. There are also many new items, including spears, swords, axes, shields, and armor. Hell yeah, dude! We're getting new stuff. I like new stuff. Troop trees now include mariner troops that are more effective at sea. Players can now also recruit new companions with maritime backgrounds. Nice. I mean, that's definitely nice. I always like it when they expand weapons and stuff. Learn the Rope. A new quest line introduces players to the seas of Caldradia through cinematic scripted missions and the classic Mount and Blade gameplay. Learn how to command your ship, and then take into battle against the pirate confederacy. Ooh. Lead a growing fleet of newfound allies as you face a range of nautical challenges. The Nautilus. The sounds of the sea come to life with the new Mediterranean and Nordic-inspired musical tracks. Experience rich landscapes with piercing winds, crashing waves, and creaking ships. Feel the heat of battle as steel clashes and sailors cry out. Nice. New music. Base game plan. So this is for everyone. Everyone's going to get this update. Okay? We also want to give a general update to Bannerlord. What we've been doing is, and what's yet to come. Nice. After the full release in October 2022, we published a number of updates that will not only address important issues across various platforms, introduce but also introduce additional features such as weather and weather effects, fog of war, sally out ambush, formation targeting, warehouses, alleys, and many more. That was a nice update for sure. Much like our early access period, we continue to expand and refine the game with your feedback and support. We're truly grateful to have such a dedicated community who's been with us every step of the way. I have. Since release, dude. As mentioned, in our post-release plans, we were open to exploring DLC as one way of introducing additional content. If it's good content and it's worth whatever you're asking for, then yes, it's a great way to do it. But if you're like, hey, it's horse armor, no. For 20 bucks. And while that remained true, we realized that our communication has not met the level you had grown to expect from us. Yeah, the naval battle system began to introduce with newly announced War Sales expansion provided to be a technical and gameplay challenge. I mean, yeah, it's completely reworking how you did stuff. But think about this, guys. Once you get this, think of all the mods, dude. Think of all the mods that you can do. Think of all of it, dude. We also have been working on another project that was planned as a more story-driven DLC. While this was an interesting new approach, it ultimately did not meet the quality we were aiming for. Understandable. Rather than talking about it and releasing something we weren't happy with, we made the tough decision to cancel its launch. These hurdles caused a delay in our communication, and we sincerely appreciate your patience during this time. The good news is that instead of shelving that work, we will be repurposing the new gameplay mechanics from the canceled project as content for the base game. Nice. So months of work isn't going to waste, they're just throwing it into the game. This involves the introduction of a robust stealth system, interesting, that allows you to infiltrate dungeons and hideouts, rescue prisoners, and dispatch enemies without ever raising alarms. The enemy AI will now detect sound and motion, becoming alerted by your actions throughout the progressive levels of cautiousness. To succeed, you will need to not only carefully consider your position and movement, but also your environment, utilizing the elevation and darkness of the night and the natural cover to achieve your goals covertly. While these may be enough in some cases, you'll find that other stealth tactics like distractions and concealing corpses just as useful. Honing your effectiveness will further be possible through gear and the roguery skill. We'll be sharing more stealth details in the future deep dives, so stay tuned. Nice. I mean, stealth kill. He's stabbing him. Sick. That does seem interesting. I think the hideouts doing sneaky will be cool. We are also working on several features that we're planning to bring to the base game alongside the War Sales expansion. For one, we want to improve our trait system so that players will be able to better develop their characters. To this end, we are working on a feature that will prompt you with random events during your journeys. Ideally, this will not only offer a new avenue for character development, but add a further life to the world of Caldradia. So this is one of the random events. As you pass through your lands, you see several of your Valandian sergeant casting envious eyes over the farmers of the fields. They are tired of wandering from place to place, they say, and they hope to put down roots somewhere and start a family. Their contract of enlistment is not yet up, but it occurs to you that if they settled in your estates, it would be a boon to your local militia. Grant them their wish and encourage them to place lands near Sargot. Give them money to purchase land at your fief in Ettenford, so long that they take charge of training your militia. That could be sick. Tell them they can go, but only if they forfeit back pay and compensation to you for losing them. Refuse them permission. I mean, depending on what you're looking for, could be pretty cool. I mean, definitely if it's like your militia becomes ultimately way better for losing like what 10 Valandian sergeants in your army of. I mean, this dude's got freaking 600k. He's probably got a pretty big army. 621 dudes in his army, by the way. Yeah, I think he'd be okay to lose a couple sergeants. Towns and castle projects will also undergo changes. These adjustments will improve the balance between projects with impactful effects and those with limited or situational effects, and add new types. This should allow for better control over the management of your fief. Nice. Thank you. Another point of interest is the passage of time and the cycles of life in the game. While we think that Bannerlord manages to achieve a happy medium between the progression and not rushing players, we also feel that additional choice in this regard make a rather fun alternate to the vanilla experience. We're making it easier to communicate with nearby enemies by introducing the parlay feature, allowing you to enter into a conversation without getting your head cut off. Nice! So you can send one guy in, and then you get to talk to him, and then they're, hey, what do you want? Sick. I mean, that doesn't really help in some of the situations you get caught in. Like, you just don't see a guy just bolt out of the forest, and then he gets you, and you're like, oh, man. Then it's 300 versus 20, and you're like, oh, I guess I'll surrender. The community requested character import and export feature is in the works, allowing you to adjust. Oh, that's gonna be so nice, dude. Allowing you to adjust various aspects like equipment, perks, skills, attributes, names, culture, gold by editing the character file in the game server folder and importing it via the. Okay, so you have to cheat to get it. Alongside these, we continue to work on the combat experience, which includes the addition of new weapon types like slings. Ooh, and we see that here. Spear bracing is being refined with better targeting, smoother animations, and spearmen using their spears by default, making them more effective against cavalry charges. Hey, can we work on sieges a little bit, because they need some help. A variety of AI enhancements are also being added, such as more accurate usage of melee weapons, improved pathfinding, and reduced zigzag movement for mounted AI. Interesting. Improved range AI accuracy against moving targets, and increased firing rate through better avoidance of friendly troops. Beyond that, we're addressing various siege AI issues, thank God. Preventing archers with a targeting order from getting too close to the enemies, and more. See, but my problem is the archers will just stand outside the walls and do nothing, when they could climb the ladders and take the wall and shoot in at infantry coming up to them. But that's just me. I mean, I'd prefer them to do more than less. We're likewise working on a number of adjustments to support our monitors better. Oh, thank you so much, dude. This includes allowing attacking while crouched, looking at you, mods with guns. Further opening up the AI agent attack and weapon selection decision making process, making the interpolated mission atmosphere moddable, providing audio modding support for Fmod banks and events, as well as opening up campaign time to customization. Interesting. To make modding even more accessible, we're creating the XML editor, removing the need to manually edit XML files to add. Nice. XML files to add, remove, or modify these items, heroes, factions, settlements, and more. Dude, that is so nice for them. Those that will prefer to continue doing it manually will also see that the process is simplified. We're using the XSLT system will no longer be necessary. Nice. And that brings us to the end of today's announcements. On behalf of everyone at Tale Worlds, we want to express our heartfelt thanks for your incredible support and dedication over the years. We can't wait to share even more in the coming weeks. Until then, stay tuned and take care. We'll see you soon. So, alright, quick recap, guys. Quick recap. We've got Nord's DLC with whole new ship, everything getting added June 17th. It also seems that it's adding new armors, hairs, beards, tattoos. That'll be sick. New areas. It's going to be a big expansion. We'll see how expensive it is, but you'll get to do your own fleet. Fleet combat. Fleet combat seems to have a lot of different things. Also, June 17th, we'll get a stealth system for being able to do stuff sneaky like. That'll be really cool. Also, random events that will be able to affect your gameplay. We'll see how extensive those get. Town and Castle Project will also hopefully be way better than, oh, people are unhappy, so your workers aren't working, and you're sitting and doing nothing. I hate that about, like, the moment I get a fief that's outside of my culture, and I don't have a governor that can take over that is of their culture, oh man, the amount of effort you have to go through to keep people happy just to build some freaking a marketplace is pretty bad. I'm hoping that fixes. Parlay features so you can run up and talk to people inside towns or wherever. Character import export seems interesting. I think far more interesting will be slings. Spear bracing is going to get fixed. Better animations from what they say. Also, spearmen should be more effective against cavalry charges. Let's hope. What's kind of scary, improved range accuracy for moving targets. I would rather them not be good at shooting me while I'm on my horse, but that's just me. Oh man, preventing archers from targeting order. Oh yeah, also sieges. Hopefully CJI is better. We'll see. But I think the big one right here, and everyone can agree, modding support, helping modders make mods easier. Thank you so much. That's a big one right there. Anything that makes it to where it's easier for modders to work, I think will help, you know, Bannerlord in totality. Whether that be like mods in like the Realm of Thrones mod, the old realms, Eagle Rising, all those mods, if they're able to pump out additions and stuff like that faster, it's like improving the base game, but Tail Worlds has to do none of the work. It's just modders doing it. So, actually looking pretty cool. I'm excited to see what happens. I would say 7 out of 10 update, dude. 7 out of 10 update. I will definitely hope that the DLC isn't like $40. If it's less than 20, then you know what? Mint. Alright guys. Well, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to consider subscribing, leave a like, join the Discord. Maybe we can talk about your opinions of the update in the comments down below. Or you can hit me up on the Discord. But much love, guys. I will see you guys on the next one. Namaste. Cleo7's in the chat. Don't have too much fun without me, and I'll catch you on the flippy dip. Peace and hair grease.